maybe instead we go right in to Dave. I mean, like I said, he's an expert in movies. And Dave, it's time for a segment that we call, and I hope you-rock has queued up, Movie Theories. Look at him! Look at him go!
It's Movie Theory!
Of course, special delivery movie theories. It's where either myself or Dave gives you something that maybe you didn't look at when you saw a movie the first time, and we go in depth. If you'd like to contribute to this movie theory, 866-WOW1-WOW, that's 866-969-1969. And Eastside Dave, you have a movie theory.
All right, Sam. And this is a double-parted movie theory, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Fishy. Here it is. It's very simple. How about some fun movie music? Maybe a Pee-wee Big Adventure?
I wonder what movie this has to do with.
Pee-wee Big Adventure.
Oh, how about Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Sammy, I was watching this brilliant film.
It really is a
Tim
brilliant
Burton.
film.
And at the same time...
One of Tim Burton, probably top 5 Tim Burton movies.
Yeah. And at the same time, I was thinking about this. For some reason, I hadn't really thought about this earlier. But what the fuck was Pee Wee Herman? Let me explain. Was this some weird child played by an adult? Or is this a kid-like adult? The fact of the matter is, this is a grown man in a tuxedo and a red bow tie.
Yes.
Acting like a child.
He is acting like a child.
But is he supposed to actually be a child? I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Clifford, starring Martin Short, I believe in that film, Martin Short is actually supposed to be a kid.
Okay.
He's actually supposed to be 10 years old. That was just a weird movie. Pee-wee, is he a kid? Is he an adult?
That's a great question. 866-WOW1-WOW or 866-969-1969 if you think that you can go into this theory at all. Now, it does bring something up because I was a huge Pee-wee fan when I was growing up. Then you get a little older, and that's how you look at it. Because when you're a kid, it makes sense because he's like you.
Exactly.
But then you get older, and you're like, wait, he's like me. Right. But I don't act like that anymore.
It's very odd because here's the thing. Okay, he likes getting like little trick gum.
Yeah.
His big fucking obsession is with his bicycle. Kid-like qualities. But at the same time, he kind of starts a romance with Dottie.
True.
So he has adult likes, and he can drive a car apparently.
Yeah, he's got adult level intelligence with all of his inventions.
So I get very confused. If he's a kid, he's like one of the tallest kids in the history of the planet.
Definitely.
If he's an adult...
Maybe he's got the same disease that Robin Williams had in Jack.
Very good. And if he's an adult, then he is one scary motherfucker who should be put in prison.
Now, here are the two sides. All of his friends are adults.
Yeah, well, except for the BMX team that he used to ride around with.
That's true. The BMX team are all children.
Yeah, double side.
And his arch nemesis, Francis, is another adult child.
Right.
He's playing in the bathtub with toys, which is also a swimming pool. But he's an adult. But he lives with his father. He would be categorized, whatever category that Pee-wee is.
And see, Francis
is there too.
Exactly. And Francis might... I think Francis was an adult, a spoiled rich adult.
But what adult asks for a bicycle for their birthday?
A pedophile.
A pedophile would be the answer.
I hate to say that, but that is the case. So I would like to know what people think, because I'm very, very confused.
Well, people have a lot to say. It's special delivery starring Sam from O&A and Dave from Ron and Fez. And Bud, you're on special delivery talking about what was Pee Wee Herman?
He was an adult, but he's just really, he was either retarded or just really, slow.
So he is a kind of a Forrest Gump type character. Now that I think about it, they even wear, similar clothing.
They do wear the same
And even have
suits.
similar haircuts.
That's true. It's the retard haircut.
So you're saying, I like this. You're saying that not only is he an adult, he's a retard.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And he also, if you remember in the movie, he had a girlfriend in that movie, right? And
yeah, Dottie.
She was like relatively normal
and pretty hot too.
Yes, she was
really
definitely.
hot, yeah.
All right, thank you, Bud.
You.
Well, that's a good way to look at it.
And
He's
she
a
was
retard.
very attractive. Maybe this is the theory. Pee Wee Herman, is he a child, a pedophile, or a retard? Matt from Connecticut has a good point to make. Matt, you're on special delivery.
Yeah, when I'm listening to you guys, I'm thinking in the movie he owns his home. He owns his own home, right?
He is a
I don't know
homeowner.
many children who own their own home.
Good point. Good
That's
point.
a good point.
Now, maybe though his parents were away.
That's true too.
I mean, is it possible that his parents were out of town for the weekend or whatever? You know, because the movie only takes place over the course of a few days.
Correct. You're right.
All right. Well, that's another good thing. And here's the other thing: if he's a non-retarded adult, why didn't more people have a major problem with him? Because if he is not a retard and he is not a child, he is a major issue. I mean, he should not be.
If I had children and they were like riding around on bikes with the guy in a tuxedo
with a little line on the front of his bike there.
we brushed the teeth.
Yeah, I would have a major issue with
like,
that.
You stay the fuck out of that Herman
Yeah.
guy. You stay the fuck away from him.
And I would cuss too. I would say,
brushed
listen,
that lion's teeth. Do you
listen,
recall that?
Yes. Scotty, you see that Pee Wee Herman? You make sure he stays the fuck away from you.
No, yeah. I mean, I think if you're a parent, you actually are knocking on Pee Wee's door.
Yeah.
And it's like, let me see your papers just to make sure that you're not a pedo.
Maybe he's got a little Michael Jackson in him. Who
right.
knows? Coke Logic, the
Hello,
expert
guys.
on all things logical. You're on special delivery starring Sam and Dave.
True that. I'm thinking he's an adult, but maybe something happened to him where he's in this arrested state of development where he's kind of trapped inside of the mind of a 10-year-old. Like he was fucked by an uncle or something.
All right.
Okay.
So this is different than a retard.
This is a great theory, though.
He's an abuse victim.
Yes.
Boy, have we made Pee Wee and Pee Wee's Big Adventure into a very dark film.
Coke Logic knows when to hang up. That's why I like Coke Logic. But yes,
It sounds like Coke Logic was the guy who abused him.
So-
he was in and out of there real quick.
That movie was a real dark film. That when I was-
apparently so. He was a victim of sexual abuse.
that scene where he's in the coma and he's having the dreams about the clowns.
The dream sequences
that scared
is,
the crap out of me when I was a little kid.
Those dream sequences are
with the
frightening.
Yeah, definitely.
And it actually foreshadowed the best work that Tim Burton would do. Everything that he's done since then is almost he did it in those dream sequences.
Yeah, that's true. Kevin in Connecticut, you're on special delivery starring Sam and Dave.
Hi, guys.
What's up, dude?
He's a pedo.
You think definitely pedophile?
Look at his house.
That's true. He's got a lot of do you think he was an abuse victim?
I don't know, but as a parent, I would, like, sit in front of his house and just watch it.
Good for you. Maybe with a gun in the car.
Possibly.
Good for you. Thank you, Kevin. See, I think that's right. I think if he really lived in a community, you know,
And I mean,
Well, what about his neighbor? There's that scene where he's like, I'm going to water the lawn.
Right.
And then the neighbor was like all friendly to him. He's
okay, Pee Wee, and just shut the windows. There's old Pee Wee with his crazy
listen.
sprinkler.
absolutely. Not only was Pee Wee a possible pedophile, but I think he hung around with a lot of possible pedophiles. How about Amazing Larry?
Yeah,
What
definitely.
the hell
I
was
mean,
that?
Amazing Larry. I thought it was established without directly saying it that he's definitely a pedophile.
I mean, this guy is an absolute, if not, just then on a broader sense, definitely an ex-con.
Yeah, and you go more towards the television show, and I think Cowboy Curtis was the first pedophile played by Lawrence Fishburne. I think so. The character was a pedophile, not the actor, of course. DJ New.